Hey guys, Dave and Len here. We just played, was this the Second Battle of Fallujah, or Second Fallujah, Iraq, 8th through 14th of November 2004. This is Len's game. He read the rules and stuff. I just played it with him. But why don't you tell us about this game, Len?
It's the Second Battle of Fallujah in the Second Iraqi War. It's November 8th through 14th. And actually, the article didn't say too much about, we did go in and eventually drive them out, but it didn't say whether or not this was a major victory.
They should have won the first time they went in Fallujah, but I think it was Donald Rumsfeld told them the Marines to leave, which was just complete BS. I mean, they would have taken it the first time because he had this stupid... Rumsfeld, when he was first given his position, he seemed like he was going to be a really good, what was he, Secretary of Defense? He seemed like he'd be a really good one, but after seeing how he operated in this war, I'd have to say he's probably one of the worst. With his light footprint policy in Iraq, where you want to have as few troops as possible. Yeah, but...
You mean worse than Robert Strange McNamara, or Strange Bob, as they knew him in Vietnam,
well,
with his strange ideas.
Yeah, he did have strange ideas, but at least he believed in having plenty of troops in the theater.
True. Yeah, that's the thing is, with Rumsfeld, the idea was to create this high-tech army to have as few soldiers on the ground.
Mm-hmm. And another thing he did, I think I was in the military at the time. He changed it in the army where instead of having brown T-shirts and stuff and brown socks, instead you'd have black T-shirts and black socks under your uniform because it would be more intimidating to the enemy. And I think he gave everyone in the army the right to wear a beret, which is complete BS because berets are for elite troops, not for everyone. You know what I mean? But before he came in, the Rangers had a black beret, and then they gave all Army guys a black beret, and the Rangers had to wear a tan beret then. But like I said, if you're not part of an elite unit, you should not be wearing a beret. It's as simple as that. But that's what I believe.
The old saying is, berets only look good on special forces, boss farmers, and cute girls. Because actually, one of the problems with this is that when everybody's wearing the beret, the army guys look silly. There's something about when the Rangers wore it, or special forces, they look tough. Mm-hmm. But when it's some PFC who takes care of the radar, he looks silly in it. Mm-hmm. So, okay. One of the problems I have with this is that when you're figuring out the combat, you take your lead unit, its combat strength, you add a whole bunch of other add or subtract a whole bunch of other factors, then roll a d6. And then the defender does the same thing. He has a few different factors, and then you compare it. I mean, a few times I'm looking at it and saying, why can't we just get the odds ratio or a plus minus and then roll the dice from there?
Yeah, because like each turn he was doing the bookkeeping for this, and he'd have to write out all the different values for the different units and stuff. It's not like a normal game where you just add them up in your head. You really can't, because there's all these different reasons for getting a point added in combat and stuff. It's not like you just add up the combat values on the counters and just go from there.
Yeah, because this is the second time play. When I played by myself, I threw out the defenders. Just put them out there with no rhyme or reason. And of course, naturally, I got wiped out. This time
Who got wiped out? The Americans?
No, the Iraqis.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it was like the first impulse of the last turn. It was like... I wiped out the last unit. So it's like, I guess I won this decisively. So, but this one, I had a better idea, and I was pulling my units back into like a fortified eggshell in the middle. Mm-hmm. And that's why he got nervous and started not attacking me when he should have done more attacking. But next time around, if he tries this again, he will attack more. Mm-hmm. So.
I took a lot of ground in this, though, but I didn't realize that he got so many points for his cadre units still being alive. If I would have known about that, I would have attacked more. But what I was trying to do was surround his units and take areas and stuff, kind of like you play area control game, but whatever, live and learn.
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, my strategy would have worked fine in a real battle, but in the board game, due to the way they do the victory points, yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah, because I remember one Pacific War game where the Japanese had a bonsai attack, and at the end of the day, it was like, oh boy, they scored enough points for a decisive victory. Oh boy, like, we're really, okay, we lost a regiment, okay, but we still got about 6 more regiments. I think we're going to stay. It's a decisive battle, but strategically it was worthless. So,
but the game, though, I will point out, it was pretty easy to play. I mean, obviously, since I didn't read the rules, Len was showing me how to play, but I picked up on it pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, it plays fast. It's fun to play and stuff, but it's not a game you're going to play like 10 times or something. You're probably going to play this like 2 or 3 times, and you've had your fill.
yeah, I think this is the one you play because you have this historic interest in the battle.
Oh, and another thing, it takes about 35 minutes to set up the game, so I mean, sometimes you only have like 2 or 3 hours to play a game, and if you're starting to add up setup time and stuff that takes a half hour and stuff, you may not have enough time for the game. I mean, this game took us about 2 hours to play and a half hour to set up, so if you only got a 2-hour time slot, you're not going to be able to do this one.
This is not a short game, yeah. But I always figure a regular game, 3 to 4 hours. It's got to be 3 to 4 hours to set up and play, to completion and put away. Some of the smaller games you can do like a lot sooner. And this one, the problem we're having is something like the tank units, engineer units. It was hard to read the unit designation because it's important to put the right engineering units on this side or that side. And I'm squinting at a few of these, so that was the problem. Actually, since this was a hexagon one, I was surprised they didn't have like bigger counters. The Marine Corps companies were in good shape because they had the same color, since Marine Corps integrity was important. So,
but do you recommend it?
I like if you have interest in modern period, this will be a good game. You'll want this.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it. I mean, it's a strategy and tactics game. If you got a copy of the strategy and tactics issue and included the game, yeah.
Actually, Compass Games.
Oh, this was from Compass Games?
Yeah, this is Paper Wars.
Oh, my mistake. I thought it was from Strategy and Tactics. Oh, okay. Well, if you got the Compass Games Paper Wars magazine that came with this, yeah, definitely go ahead and try it. It's definitely worth playing. Don't let it just sit on your shelf. Play it a few times.
Yeah, and if you're aware that the setup is going to take a little longer, you could plan ahead. And also there's a solo game supplement. I haven't tried that. Maybe that's where it works out the best. Because I was telling Dave that this is one of those where I played the Insurgents because this is a game where you're going to lose a lot of people but still win. And you got to be willing to see you got to be willing to see the big columns sucking up your units. And you're down to like the last area, and you still win. So.
All right, that's all I got. You got anything?
That's it.
All right, see you guys next week.